Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
And we're two friends discussing the everyday. And today, after we brought it up in the water episode, we've had lots of people reach out.
Love it.
And we had forgotten to do our water taste test, so we will be doing that today.
Yeah, so we've got, my husband put together 5 cups. The type of water in each cup varies from tap water, so the options that we have, and they're all written down here on this piece of paper and the numbered cups. The options are tap water, refrigerated filtered water, hydrogenated water. Then Rachel went and got a Deer Park from Wawa, as well as a smart water with fancy things in it.
Alkaline
Smarts.
and antioxidant properties.
We did try to get a Liquid Death, but it was
not there.
Not available.
So
I feel like smart water is the next best thing.
Yeah, well, I told you this. I got the cheapest option and the most expensive option by ounce.
And we'll see if we can figure it out.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this.
Okay. How confident do you feel?
I feel pretty confident that I could tell you which one the hydrogen and the tap are. I'm not confident in the other 3.
I'm not confident at all. I've had all of them probably in my life. Actually, maybe not the fancy smart water. Like, I'm sure I've had regular smart water, but not with the alkaline antioxidant properties.
Yeah.
But I've never had the hydrogen water.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, and maybe that's why I think I know that one.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay.
So how do we want to just pick up one and then
should we bring the tray
forward?
Here?
The tray is not good looking. It's not a good looking tray.
It's a cookie sheet.
It's a cookie sheet. That's what my husband decided to bring it up with. He's cute. Yeah, let's bring the cookie sheet over. We're doing it. Dun dun dun. And these are our Twisted Tea solo cups, so shout out to that.
Sponsored, not sponsored, by Twisted Tea. Why do you have all these Twisted Tea solo cups?
One of my buddies who used to live with me worked for Sam Adams, and
you have them from that?
Yeah, yeah, it's been a while, but that's how he gave me a box of solo cups, and we don't use solo cups every day.
That's because I figured that, but I was like, well, he hasn't lived here in a while, and he doesn't work there anymore.
COVID happened, and I haven't had parties to need solo cups. It's just a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So paper with the secrets here, and then we pick up the waters.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Well, I'm not supposed to touch. I don't remember. Okay.
He did tell us to touch the tips
because some of them are warmer than others. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but I feel like, do you want me to taste it and then
I want you to
taste it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's number 1.
Okay. And if we get sick after this, we'll know why. To me, it tastes like water.
Water has a taste.
It doesn't taste bad though.
It tastes right now just hang on.
Now we need to say so if you need to go back.
Deer Park.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna guess Deer Park.
Some others before I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
claim.
Ballsy.
Let's just go in order.
Go in order.
Where's number 2?
That's 2.
Okay. Okay. Now, a problem is that one is not. I know that's warmer. So I do think
that is tap water.
Yeah, it doesn't taste as good as that one, but it doesn't.
I'm gonna wind up like sticking my foot in my mouth.
I also wonder if this was cool.
If it was cooler.
If it would taste better.
Maybe.
Okay.
We need a palate hydrogen. Palate cleanse from fucking water.
Okay.
Mmm. I just tried to smell that.
We have too much dead air. I forgot that not everyone's gonna be watching us on video, so
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
we need to
Okay,
keep it
that
thin.
that tastes more like Deer Park to me now.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Number 4.
number 4.
So far, I think they all taste the same.
Yeah? Okay,
I
I
think
don't.
maybe this one tasted pretty good. Give another sip of one.
All right, I need to test taste 5 to know.
But what do you think 4 is?
It could be the hydrogen water. That's why I need to taste
Okay,
5
well
to
then
know.
I'm not impressed.
I need to. Well, you said they all taste like
I
water.
know, but I think so far one's my favorite. I think I need to do them like all again real
Oh
quick.
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. To do our final answer before the big reveal.
Okay, it tastes no difference. Wow, sorry for the people where I'm like, how about all?
That's the hydrogen water,
Okay,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is hydrogen.
Okay.
Let me go back to number 1 here.
I honestly don't know which is which, but I
I
think I'm just deciding one's my favorite.
I'm gonna go with what I did, my gut instinct on all of them. So my number 1 is this smart water. Number 2 is shit. What did I say number 2 was?
I think you said 3 was tap, or you said that was tap.
Tap. And then number 3 was the Deer Park. Yep. 3 is Deer Park, 4 is
Filtered
filtered
fridge.
fridge, and 5 is, in my mind, 5 is the
Okay.
hydrogen.
My hot take is that the only difference I noticed was I liked the 2 that were
Cooler
cold
than the
because they
others.
just tasted more crisp.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
I really couldn't tell the difference between any
You
of
don't want to
them.
take a quick guess? You want to go with my guess before the big reveal?
Okay. I wanted to be I'm just gonna make it different from yours, but I will say 1 is the
Smart water.
smart, and I guess 3 is the deer, but I only that's kind of
Because they're a little bit
cheating. They're
colder,
colder, so I know
to
that
be
those
fair.
are fresh from the Wawa fridge. Um, I will say 4 is hydrogen,
Mm.
2 you know what? I'm gonna really throw it. I'll say 2 is hydrogen. 'Cause you said that was tap,
Tap.
and then I'll do 4 is from the
Filter? No, that's what I
no,
said.
4 is the fridge, 5 is the filter. No, is the tap.
And yeah,
I don't
4.
remember anything I just said, so
Well, here we go. Number 1 is, oh shit, this is good. Um, damn it.
Deer Park.
Deer Park.
Hell yeah!
Deer Park for number
I
1. That was my
love
first gut, by the way, to be fair.
okay. I
Run the tape.
love though, how convenient that my favorite was
Is
the
your classic
cheapest.
Deer.
Actually,
It
well, I
is
would
more
want my
affordable.
tap to be the favorite, but I think it could be because they all kinda tasted the same to me if it was cold.
Number 2 is tap.
Okay, so you got that right. Good job.
Nailed it. Number 3 is the smart water, which we
Okay.
knew it was gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
1 or
yeah.
3. Technically cheating, but not. Here's the big buzzer. Number 4 is hydrogen water, and
And wait, did
5 is fridge, and
did
I
you
had
say
it
5 was
backwards. I
hydrogen?
thought 5 was hydrogen. Yeah. I
Uh,
remember I said I needed to taste 4 and 5 to know
yeah.
if which one was which.
Wait, now I really wanna taste the worst and the best. Okay, so we have 2 is tap. Can you hand me the
This is the
hydrogen?
hydrogen. See if you can tell
Okay.
the difference. I think you can definitely see there's a taste difference. Give the people what they want.
Okay, I can taste the
You
tappiness.
can taste
Yeah.
it. There we go. Back to tap.
It's so subtle,
It is
like, you
it
really have to think about it.
fair. Okay.
But you know what? I can feel myself becoming deflamed
Deflamed
from
the
drinking
hydrogen
the
water. That's
hydrogen water.
yeah, there you go. Oh, well, this was fun.
Yeah, and I hope we just keep these here because I didn't bring my water bottle today.
Oh, okay. And are you gonna take the Deer Park for yourself? Deer Park and Smart Water? First of all, I think that's very disappointing that the Smart Water with alkaline was, like, not significantly superior for the price.
Right, but is alkaline supposed to taste better or make you feel better?
Mentally? Like like, in your head?
No,
The
like, I
placebo
don't know, I
effect?
assume it's some sort of goodness for your body.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I do strongly believe in the placebo effect, so there's
Ditto.
that too.
Hydrogen.
Right.
Whoops.
All right.
Uh,
So, thank you all for joining us on that journey. Encourage you all to try this at home.
yeah, find a willing participant like my husband Nathan to help put together cups for you, and you can figure out which one you prefer.
I mean, you could even no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. Ignore. I'm done. Okay. So, also, what an exciting episode. We are for the first time going to be pulling our topic at random from what we keep saying is a jar, but it was a
It's a
flower
vase.
vase, a vase.
Of alls. It's pretty
Um,
though.
and
You know.
it's a glass square, but sure. I'm kind of nervous.
Me too.
I don't know why. Like, we know all the topics that are in there,
I don't.
but
Oh wait, are they the ones we've written or had on the list?
yeah.
Okay.
But I
Ooh.
don't remember because I did like write them all down on the pieces of paper. Do you want to do the honors of pulling the paper out? I mean, I
Yeah.
can.
Let's show everyone our beautiful vase.
Oh, right. We did say that we would show the vase.
We're gonna show the vase. Here's the vase.
It kind of looks like, I think for those who aren't watching on YouTube, those like glass panel things, like the squares that are kind of more like opaque from like the 90's, like wall dividers.
Oh yeah. Like,
Yeah.
is it like a window type thing? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
but it's not a
Yeah.
window.
I think I know
Okay.
what you're
And
talking
they're
about.
like square blocks.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is good commentary.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
all right.
Jar. Let's not look. Am I getting it? I'm like nervous.
Yeah.
Give me
It's
this
gonna be
task.
reasons to hate Jen.
Oh my gosh. Of course, the small one. Whose topic is this? Childhood toys slash TV. Where are we going with this?
Oh, I guess we just talk about childhood toys and childhood television that we watched.
Well, childhood toys and TV didn't exist. It was all outdoors. We got kicked outside. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I feel like I actually had a very like perfectly split. Like I would come home from school. I very much remember like a time in my life when I cared about Pokemon and I would come
Mm.
home, I would get a big bowl of cereal.
Oh shit,
I
yeah.
would watch Pokemon. But then I also like me and my friends played outside all the time. We had a basketball hoop in our driveway. We
Yep.
also had a trampoline. Um, so and we had woods and a creek.
Yeah.
So we played down by the creek.
We literally are the same. We had a creek too because we
Oh.
lived in Creekwood.
Oh, well, I lived on Community Lane.
Oh, well,
So
community lane with a creek.
yeah, the
Yeah.
community creek.
Wow, we are not that different.
Did you catch
Similar.
tadpoles?
Yeah, we did all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make like forts in the woods.
Yep.
Did you get poison ivy?
Well, actually, I don't think I ever got poison ivy because I don't think that aren't some people like immune to it?
Some people are, and I am not one of them.
I think I might have been. Oh, no, I'm sure I've gotten it at some point in my life. My mom's gonna be like, "Stop lying to the people."
I feel like if you played in the woods,
just
you
remember
would have
getting
gotten
it.
it a lot, and
Yeah.
it's awful. And
Yeah.
it pusses and
Oh,
it's
gross.
disgusting. Yeah,
Let's
you're
not.
welcome.
Okay, we can go without that. I loved the childhood toys that I grew up with. To be fair, though, they were never. I don't think they were. Most of the toys that I got were my brother's hand-me-downs. I had an older brother. It's amazing. I love that I had an older brother. But all I wanted were the things that he was already getting. So like Power Rangers, GI Joes.
G.I. Joe.
I mean, the TV shows I watched were the TV shows he was watching, or
Mm.
I mean, but TV shows back then that we watched growing up were just elite compared to what's on TV now.
I also have an older brother. How many years older is yours?
4.
Same. Oh my gosh. And weird that I don't know why it would be important to talk about, but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That is the same. But I also have a sister who's 2 years younger, and her and my brother liked all the same stuff. And
Ah,
then I was the middle child outcast, always striving for attention. That's where I get my sense of humor because I need to be loved.
I don't know what that's like, but I mean, I still need to
Um,
be loved, but not middle
you
child
don't know
syndrome
what it's
love.
like to need love. I will say I never, I mean, I feel like the middle child stereotype is like being the center of attention because you never like got enough attention, but I feel like my parents gave me plenty of attention.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, I was like, "Well, I'm
Kathy
gonna get into a."
George, if you're listening, I
You did
feel
good.
loved. Yeah.
You did good.
Um, but remember Skip It? Did you have one of those?
Skip It was
That
fun.
was not fun,
What?
actually. It's very painful for the ankles.
Yeah, but it, toughens you up.
What's wrong with you?
Toughens you up.
You're like, yeah, as like a 9-year-old, you're like, this sucks, but it's making me strong. And what is it making strong? Ripping the skin off your
Your
ankle?
shins and ankle, yeah, depending on where it
Your
hit.
shin, you're
Yeah,
getting that to
you, like,
skip it way up
skip it,
there.
yeah, if you, like, mess that thing up, could hit up higher on the
Did
leg.
you have a razor scooter?
Yes, and I have a scar from my razor scooter because I fell trying to do fun tricks on it. So that was the thing, my brother and his friend next door, they would build, like, ramps and stuff because they were really into skateboarding. This is like Jinko jeans and all
Yeah,
that.
my brother had Jinkos.
God, I had my brother's hand-me-down
And the
Jinkos.
frosted tips. He went through
Ooh,
that phase. Yeah.
God, yeah, I think my brother probably did that too. That was that age.
Yeah.
But I remember they would build the ramps and all of those things, and they would bike BMX style or skateboard or razor scooter because I wanted to be cool like them and be out there
Mhm.
doing that. But yeah, it was always something outside, roller hockey, things like that. God, I love playing sports outside growing up.
We used to you know, I did I think because my brother did, he put pegs on his bike.
Mhm.
And so I was
Okay.
like, well, I want to do this, but the only trick I did was just standing on the pegs.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Use it to,
spin it
like,
around
spin.
or anything,
I never did
but,
either.
I did try to do that with my razor scooter, and that whacks you in the shin. That's no
Yeah.
fun.
When you try to spin it,
Or we're kids, so you do things barefoot, and then you forget, and you put your bare foot on the brake, and it burns
ooh,
you. That didn't happen to you? You're too smart?
I don't
Okay.
think I did that, but that sounds awful.
We did have, like, a big flat driveway, so we would, also when we were younger, like, use chalk to make, like, fake roads and stuff and ride our bikes.
Oh,
That was
nice.
fun.
Yeah, we lived at the top of a cul-de-sac, and so it was, like, up a hill and then around the cul-de-sac.
My dream.
Yeah, it was the best. Like,
Love
I would
cul-de-sacs.
it's like it's a superior neighborhood
Yeah.
location, I
Yep.
guess you could say. But, yeah, it was the best because then that's why we were able to play, like, roller hockey right in the street
Yeah.
because no one is coming up unless they know that the kids are gonna be out being annoying, but
Right. Yeah, yeah.
gosh. But no, so the other thing on there is childhood TV, and I do wanna touch on how superior it was when we were younger, in my mind.
Okay, well, that's fair, but I also wanna say we don't watch kids' TV right now, so it's hard to say
That's a fair
if it's
point.
better. Like, I've seen some episodes of Bluey, and it's a pretty good show.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we comparing that to, like, Hey Arnold? Ren and Stimpy?
Okay, first of all, Ren and Stimpy is a fucked up TV
Love
show.
it.
Like, if you watch that now as an adult, I'm like, this is disturbing. There
It
was
is disturbing.
literally an episode where Ren wants to get like peck implants or something. So it's and Stimpy, they're funneling fat out of Stimpy's ass into Ren so he can be muscular. And you just like see them like side by side on the exam room table, just like pumping fat from one
I
into
love
the
that.
other.
I love
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's like yeah, that then birthed SpongeBob, I feel like.
Yeah. I did love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was fun.
I
Yeah.
watched a documentary like a year or so ago about 90's Nickelodeon.
Rugrats.
And apparently it was very much like the network was like, you can do whatever you want.
Ooh.
So that's why it is so just like kind of raunchy and really pushing the limits of what they were allowed to do on TV. Like, can you imagine if some of those, did you watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Ooh, no, because I was afraid of the dark, and which was weird because I like to
So
think
you were like, "I am. I will not
I
watch."
am. I don't need to watch. I never understood why people wanted to be terrified, all like on purpose. Like I would volunteer to terrify myself. So no, I never watched
Yeah,
horror or
I
scary
don't
things.
like horror
Yeah, no.
now, but I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Couldn't even tell you what it is to
My
know it.
mom, it's like starts with these kids who are like
Is it the
at a
candle thing and
campfire.
the
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And they like tell
scary?
spooky stories.
Yeah, I hate it.
My mom, I think I actually have all of them on DVD. My mom like found someone selling them on eBay or something and got them for me because we used to watch them all the time growing up. But there are certain episodes that I still would be too scared to watch because I think of them now and they freak me out. And I wish you had watched so we could bond over this,
Uh-uh.
but we cannot.
That's like so. Are You Afraid of the Dark is my equivalent to the current day's American Horror Story, or
Okay, yeah, I also don't watch that. I
because
think it'd
that
be too
seems
freaky.
terrifying. But like, I'm always so intrigued because the people that they have in those episodes are so interesting to me. And I was probably like made fun of. I know my brother made fun of me probably for being afraid of the dark. Like, not I wasn't afraid of the dark, but like not being afraid to
Well, you
watch
know what?
shows like that.
Bad things happen in the dark.
Yeah,
So that's
but
understandable.
now I need it to be pitch black dark when I sleep, or else I wear an eye mask.
Did you watch Action League Now? Or wait, Kablam?
Kablam!
That had Action League Now with that like naked man toy.
Man, I'm starting to wonder if I've just forgotten most of my childhood. And
Yeah,
that is the most
probably.
depressing thing I've ever said, but
Just because you can't remember Kablam?
I can't remember things. I can't remember things like that.
Angry Beavers?
Angry Beavers, yeah. I feel like
Um,
that was as we started to get a little older, right?
yeah, maybe. We're doing heavy Nickelodeon, which I love Nickelodeon. I got
It
like the Nickelodeon
it was in its
magazine
prime in the
sometimes.
90's.
Yeah, it was awesome. Um, but I
Now it's
also was a
Disney.
big I liked the Disney Channel original movies.
They were
Smart
amazing,
House?
but watch them now and you're like, "What?"
I don't know, I probably would still like Smart House.
I was a big Mary-Kate and Ashley fan. All
Oh,
of those
yeah, I
movies growing up.
loved Mary-Kate and Ashley.
God, huge fan.
They go to Paris, they go to
Yeah,
London.
they did everything together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they always happen to meet 2 guys that look somewhat similar in a foreign country and fall in love.
God, they're such they were great. I mean, it starts in Family House, Full House. Starts in
Yes.
Full House. I mean, but then like those are the other shows too we don't talk like Family Matters,
Oh,
Full
yeah,
House.
TGIF, Boy Meets World.
Yes, that's a great
I
series.
loved Boy Meets
Man, I'm sitting
World.
here thinking like I didn't watch any TV when I was a kid. Shit, I watched a lot of TV as a kid.
Yeah, we, like it's, like, a very, like, wholesome memory for me thinking of, like, getting pizza delivered to the house and fighting for who got to answer the door and, like, give the pizza delivery guy a tip.
Nerd.
And
Just kidding.
and, 'cause I don't know, it's just exciting to
It's
do, and
cute,
then you
yeah.
watch TGIF with, like, Boy Meets World,
Yeah.
Family Matters, all
God,
those
yeah,
things.
that was good.
Like, TV watching used to be an event. It's not because you can just there's so many options. Not everyone watches the same thing. You can watch it whenever you
Whenever you
want.
want, yeah.
But it was kinda cool to be like, "Oh, the
Fresh
country
Prince.
is coming together to watch TGIF." Sabrina, the
S
Teenage Witch?
Yes, that's a good one. I mean, I know that, like, technically bad now, but at its time, The Cosby Show was whew, that was a great
Well,
show growing up.
Bill Cosby is bad,
Boom, bad.
but we don't wanna
But The
hate on the
Cosby
others
Show was a really good
that
show at the time, not
yeah,
knowing what we know today.
right. Yeah,
But I
it
liked
does make me worry about some of those younger cast members.
yeah. Family Matters, was that the, I'm trying to remember, that was Steve Urkel, right?
Ooh, yeah, and Step by Step, day by day.
Oh, yeah, just keep going. I don't stop.
And they go down that roller coaster
Yep,
in the beginning.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. People we know, you'll make it better.
Okay, I think people had enough of that.
The
Sorry.
second time around.
Settle down now.
This is what it's like living with me. I
You
do
just
like
can't
to
let
burst
go.
out in song, and sometimes, like, if Skylar lets me keep going, I will, and
Oh,
he'll be like, "That's enough." So when
you
he doesn't say that's enough, I'm like, "He's not hating it, I will continue," and he's like, "I'm hating it, but
that's enough.
I'm letting." It makes it sound like we are in a very unhealthy relationship for him to be like, "That's enough now, you hear? You quiet down now, woman."
I had not taken it there, but now that you
Well, just
did,
because you went to the camera and were like, "That's enough."
I just felt like they were all thinking it, and I was just saying it for all of our
No,
listeners.
they like it.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Let us know. Actually, we don't get a lot of comments and stuff, so if you don't let us know, I'll assume that means
liked
you
it.
liked it.
Oh, I love that. Or just you need to comment more because Rachel needs to, pump the brakes. Although you wanting to belt out step by step, and I'm sitting over here like in West Philadelphia,
Oh, okay.
like the go-to Fresh
Yeah,
Prince
Fresh
one.
Prince.
That was a great show.
I will say all this joy and laughter. It's a toasty boy up here. I need some of that Deer Park.
We need some of that water. It is hot in the pod room. The pod room is in Jen's attic.
Yeah.
And there is a vent, but it has been 90 and 85 degrees and it's hot.
Yeah. It's hot up here. Okay. What about like PBS? Did you ever watch? I'm thinking like real young Eureka's Castle.
Rainbow Road? No. Rainbow. Wasn't there a rainbow thing? I've never heard of Eureka's Castle.
There's
The rainbow one?
the book Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow was a show.
Oh my gosh, I loved Eureka's Castle.
I don't know what
And
Eureka's
the little
Castle
clay
is.
worms, and the
Mm-mm.
dragon.
No.
What about Dragon Tales? Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales.
Lost
This is
me.
like
You've
my
lost me. Yeah, I'm not a PBS kid apparently.
Arthur?
Arthur, great. Okay. Yes, liked Arthur. So
Yeah.
I did watch Arthur. Where was the Magic School Bus?
Oh,
what was
that
that?
probably feels like some public television because we
Yeah.
watched it in school,
It
you
was
know?
good. That was good.
Yeah.
You know what I enjoy about Magic School Bus? I learned something, and I also really liked that lady.
Nerd.
Oh yeah.
No, I miss
That's
Frizzle.
the nerd in
I
me.
just had to give
Miss
it back
Frizzle.
to you. What? I don't remember what you called me a nerd about.
It was a
but
nerd.
Probably something about enjoying my skip it.
Running to the door to pay for
Oh,
the
right. I mean, hell, I do that today. Actually, I'm like, you can leave it by the door. I don't want to make contact with a stranger.
Yeah, no, it's funny you say that because when people came to the door when we were kids, you always answered the door.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah, and it's like, who's here? Who's coming to play? Whatever that is. And now we literally hide in our homes.
Especially when you leave the note that says, just leave by the door. And
Yeah.
you're like, we're not home.
And I also don't
Leave
want
it on the porch.
my dog barks at the door, so I don't want people to
Yeah.
knock or to ring. Just set it down there, and I'll get it once I'm like looking through my window. Oh, you've left? Good. Now I'm gonna go out there.
So you can, you can see our couch from the front door. And
Yeah.
that's not the story I'm going to tell. But once, I don't know, there was someone selling something and normally I am like, Skylar, can you
Yeah.
go handle that? I mean, if they can't see us, we'll like creep from upstairs and be like, okay, let's ignore it. But they could see us because we were on the couch. And I was just like,
No.
okay, well, I know I can see you, but I'm gonna pretend
That I'm not.
I'm not. And I kind of felt like an asshole, but
That's how I
it
feel.
is what it is.
The middle of the day, I'm working, and people will come about like come and ring the
Yeah,
doorbell.
I'm not supposed to be home, so I don't feel bad not answering the door.
Right? In those scenarios, but I also am like, don't do that. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Leave your little placard thing on my doorknob.
Yeah,
And if I'm interested, I'll contact you.
right.
As in no one will do that.
Yeah,
I always hate like when I answer a door and they're like they start their speech and I'm just like, I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah. We've gotten ones of like, oh, we're doing some bug event in your neighborhood, like a spraying or something. If
Oh,
we
that's
get more
important.
houses, then we can get like a discount for the neighborhood. But then
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'm like, do you actually have any? Or are you saying this to try to get me to jump on
Oh,
the
and then
bug
you're starting it.
bandwagon?
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, who's to say? Maybe that's just like the skeptical marketer in me
I was
where
gonna
I'm like,
say.
you're lying.
A world full of liars to you, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I don't trust anyone.
Yeah. How are we on time?
We're good.
Jen and I are going to trivia tonight, and we've been pretty bad at it. Actually, I'm not good at trivia at all.
I never said I was good either.
Yeah. So we don't bring a lot.
We have very different roles. So Rachel, I feel like your role, and by the way, you don't give yourself enough credit because you're better than I am at trivia. There's like a few subjects that it's like, ooh, I think Rachel's gonna nail this. And usually you do. Like
Mm,
sometimes with some like literature or like theater stuff.
that does make me feel well-rounded,
Yeah.
you saying those things, so
Yeah.
I appreciate.
That is like she actually answers questions, right? My role is to shut up and all I do is
Hey, you
write the
write the
cards.
answers on the
So I
cards.
write it and I'm really good at knowing what score to put down.
Yes.
So like because you have to give a score for each of your answers. You can it's 2, 4, 6 or 3, 5, 9. And
It's
5, 7,
irrelevant.
9, sorry. Um and it's one of those things where it's like if you give your 9 up and you get that question wrong, that's 9 points that you've lost rather than just 5. So anyways, I feel like that's my talent. Like that's what I bring to trivia.
Sure. What's really fun is when there is US geography questions and the person who we turn to is our Welsh friend.
And he knows the US
Yeah, we're
geography. He
like,
knows a lot of stuff about US more than we
you know what? That's probably because he had to learn it as an adult to get his green card.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
he knows a lot of US trivia.
What which is sad. Like, shouldn't we also still know that? Like, as it's like,
No, because in America, the system actually maybe it works in all countries this way. I have no idea. But our schooling is study to learn what you need for this test and then let it fly
bye bye.
away.
We should do a whole episode on that. I've got some friends that are teachers that would probably love to
Oh,
talk about our
samesies.
education. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, so what was like an average? I'm thinking elementary school time, like fifth, sixth grade. What was an average post school life like for you?
Mm.
Did you have like, were you always just, oh, I spend all of it outside until I come in for dinner? Did you watch TV? Did you have a nice mix?
So, for the most part, if it was daytime, we were outside,
Yeah,
like 100%. But like getting into like 6th grade, I was also playing sports.
yeah,
So and even, like, 5th grade. So, like, a lot of my after school or, like, my evenings were, "I'm gonna go to this basketball or this
sure.
soccer." And so, like, before I started playing sports, it was 100% outside playing, and then you come in, and you have dinner as a family at the table, and then you can spend your evenings watching TV if you're good before bed.
Yeah. I don't think I had to be good to watch TV, but I think
I don't
I
know if
just
I did either.
naturally good. Like we did not have that I remember any sort of regulation around like time spent on the computer, watching TV, being outside, but I think it's because we just naturally did those things. I'd
Yeah,
be like, "Okay, I'm bored of being on the computer. I'm gonna go play basketball."
yeah. With a computer that what we got in middle school? 8th grade?
Yeah, I don't know,
When
that
did we
dial-up AOL still
Yeah.
ringing in my ears.
Yeah, loved that. Loved that.
Or when you first got a computer and it just had Paint and Solitaire, and you're like, "Ooh."
Ooh, yeah, but that was my favorite thing about getting a phone for the first time when I was, like, 17, and it had the snake game on it. Those
Yeah,
things were
that
like
Nokia
they
brick.
pulled you in, yeah.
Yeah, mine I
I
had
had
an
the brick.
orange cover on it.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
I never did the covers.
And I remember my dad got me a phone case for it, and I was like, "That's embarrassing. No one
Yeah, no
has
one does
phone
cases.
cases." But now you have to have a phone case, but you didn't need one for the Nokia
Well, you
because
they
you
were
could
indestructible.
throw it off a building
Yep,
and it would be fine.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
they made phones way more durable.
Yeah, but I do
Yeah.
understand my dad's reasoning of you are a youth that I
You
don't
are a
trust to
youth.
keep expensive things working properly.
Yeah,
So,
but I think those things, like the fact that our phones didn't have what they have on them today, also contributed us likely to being like wanting to play outside. Like I'm
yeah,
bored. I don't necessarily get bored when I'm scrolling through reels nowadays.
right. They just keep you in there.
I'm there all day, and that's really bad.
Yeah. Well, maybe we need to get a skip it.
I think what you said previously is more accurate in terms of like those. That's a dangerous toy. Like that's unnecessarily
Okay.
dangerous.
What was something that you really wanted toy wise that you didn't have. Wow, Jen just gets what she
I
wants. If
mean,
she's making a face like, I don't know, I lived a life of luxury.
well, I think part of it was I mean, I'm very, very, I guess, privileged, but very fortunate to have a
I am saying
very
that I also grew up
yeah.
very like I didn't I guess I mean
No, I get
like
what
I
you
don't feel like I grew up wanting for anything, which was a very nice and privileged way to grow
very
up.
luxury.
Thank you, mom and dad.
Yes.
Um, but I wanted like a Power Wheel so bad. It's basically a small motorized car.
Ooh, yep, had a Jeep. Well, so to be fair, love that. Love that, yeah. I think a
Wait,
lot
and
of
you
the
did have
things
one?
yeah. But
You
it
bitch.
was never mine. So, like, a lot of the things that I wanted were what my brother got, and
And
then,
he
like
didn't want?
and no, he got it, and now
Okay,
that
and then grew
I
out of
saw that
it.
he liked it, I want it.
Yeah.
Either at the same time or so I would get, like it was that was the one thing my parents did is that most gifts were a gift for the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Like, when we got our first N64 well, actually, back
Well,
the Nintendo.
duh. You're not gonna get 2 gaming systems.
That's fair. That's yeah, 100%. But
And you're not gonna get 2 Power Wheels unless that is luxury living. Can you
that would
like
be
2
luxury
kids
living.
having those? Well, now they make like little like Mercedes Benz.
They are really fancy now. But no,
Yeah, but
you
I
only got
wanted a
1.
Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, I think we had the Jeep. It
I
was
think
red.
that was like okay, so listen to this bullshit. Sorry, Jennifer, but my best friend Jennifer, she had one. Oh, wow, yeah, your name's Jennifer. I didn't.
Hello?
I
I'm like,
didn't.
is she
I
like
never call you Jennifer. You are Jen.
That's fair, that's
I
fair.
don't like think of you as Jennifer.
But
Like
when
that's
you said my
very
best
weird to
friend,
me.
I was like, clearly she means me. Let the people clarify for
Well,
them.
other Jennifer also, and I only called her Jennifer, never Jen. She had this Jeep Power Wheel, and I guess her parents were gonna get rid of it because she'd kind of grown out of it. And my parents were like, we'll take it. And I did have a younger sister too. And so then for her toy to essentially get stolen by me, but then it held charge for, like, 7 minutes. That's why they were also getting rid of it.
Oh.
So I enjoyed it for, like,
Was Jennifer
a
mad that
day.
you took it?
I think in our, thinking back, there was some, like, competitiveness between us
Mhm.
and, like, the stuff that we had.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe from that way though, I do feel like it came more from her end. I don't know, Jen, we haven't spoken in 20 years. You let me know.
Damn.
Um,
That's
but that would be
wow.
fun to reminisce with her again.
Yeah? I love that. I love that. Yeah, think about, like, a lot of the friends you had growing up. There was a lot of people in our neighborhood that we played with and grew up together, and then once
Oh,
you
yeah, I hated my neighborhood.
Oh.
We didn't no one my age.
Oh.
My parents like, the neighborhood that I lived in until I was 5, I did have, like, neighbors across the street and stuff, and I actually think their parents I think my mom told me, like, since I'm an early bird, they would be like, "You can't come over until this time. You can't call until this time." So they found me annoying, but then we moved to a different, like, community where it's like, "Oh, you, like, buy a plot of land," but they were one of, like, the first in the neighborhood to, like, build their house there, so there weren't other kids. And then, like,
Oh.
people kind of moved in slowly, but it was, like, there was never anyone there my age. I
That
know,
sucks.
poor me.
Me. No, that really does suck though, because I think that was, like, what I loved the most about, like, growing up is all like, the neighborhood kids and us all
Yeah,
being able to get together and play, like, full,
that's
like,
what I wanted.
hockey games against each other and
Yeah, so
stuff.
what I'm saying is actually I had a terrible childhood.
The worst. Why couldn't you just move and uproot your life into a better neighborhood?
Yeah, well, they did, but into a worse neighborhood.
I'm sure it was a really
You
nice
know, but
neighborhood.
we got it was and is, they still live there, and we had the crick,
The
and
crick.
we had, like, nice backyard, and my dad built us a tree house, and
Ooh, that's
yeah,
so
it was very nice, but
okay,
as a
quality.
kid, I'm just like, "I don't live across the street from someone else who's 9, so why are
Yeah.
we doing this?"
Yeah, man, that was fun. Childhood's great. I miss our childhood. Like, I think it's a very different childhood now that kids have. Because like, I like, everything that I think about is, like, I knew my friends' numbers by heart.
Yeah, I
Now I
still
don't even know my
do. They have
husband's.
moved away. You don't know
Don't know
Nathan's?
my husband's by heart.
That's dangerous.
I just, I'm so crippled by this phone. Like it is a crippling thing because it's not healthy. But
I
like I used to be able to dial up on the house phone. Hi, Mrs. Biggs. Can I speak to Lindsay?
Yeah. I, granted, I think I know Skylar's because it is our Kroger alternative ID when I'm getting
Oh,
gas, so I gotta put it in for those points.
yeah. I've never needed to know Nathan's.
But you should for emergencies.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I should also probably update my emergency contact then. So
Yeah, and you should also memorize mine.
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna memorize yours,
Okay,
so
good. Mine's easy though.
I do luckily, my, like, childhood best friends, still have the same I think a handful of them still have the same cell phone number that
Yeah.
they originally had, so I still know that, and I still know their home phone numbers.
Yeah, I remember most of the home phone numbers still. Some of the ones, like I can get you like they'll know who they are, like the 873s and the
I almost wanted to
317s.
start saying them, and I was like, "No, gotta protect privacy."
Yeah, I can definitely do I can go down some of those. But I'm not great at all of them. But I do know my home phone number, 2761879.
Okay.
Well, that was growing up. Like that
Right.
was my home. It
Mine
doesn't
is
exist
still my
anymore.
parents', so I can't share.
Oh, mine doesn't exist anymore, and we sold the home that I loved, and we sold the number I get no, we just got rid of the number. Parents moved away, and that was gosh, man, I love those days. Anyways, trivia time.
Oh, it is time?
It's getting
Okay, I
there.
was gonna ask one more thing.
Ooh,
So,
let's go.
just related to childhood, what was your tooth fairy experience like? Like, what did you get for losing a tooth? You didn't have a tooth fairy?
I mean, I one,
Oh
love
my
the movie
god.
Tooth Fairy with Kirstie Alley, right? The Tooth Fairy movie? Love that movie, great
Is
movie.
she dead?
I don't know,
I
maybe.
think so. I also feel
Well,
like she did some problematic not that she deserved to die because of it, but I just think I feel like stuff came out about her, and I think she's dead. But
oh, I
someone
liked
should
a lot of her
fact check
movies
that.
growing
Well,
up.
yeah, I mean, It Takes Two
To
is
make
one
a
of
thing
my
right.
favorite
Yeah,
oh,
such a
look
great
who's
movie.
doing it now.
I did it.
Um, is like my top 3
Yeah,
Mary-Kate and Ashley
it
movies.
is a top tier movie for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, but
Um,
you didn't
I mean,
get
I
a
think
tooth
that
fairy?
like it wasn't a big thing. I think maybe we got like a quarter.
A quarter. I think I got a dollar.
I think we got a quarter maybe. I don't know. We the way we did money as a whole is enough for a whole episode.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be worth talking about.
yeah, I think what my parents did super freaking cool, and I loved how they like tried to teach us the concepts of money when we were very young.
Yeah, and they were
So
like, "Well, the tooth fairy believes your tooth is worth 25 cents."
yeah,
And her
like I don't
collection it's
remember.
a weird
Yeah, why did
thing when you think about it, like,
yeah,
"You're gonna lose a tooth and then put it under a pillow, and the little fairy is gonna take your tooth and
that sounds creepy to
basically
me.
buy your tooth, but you don't get to choose what the price tag is of that tooth." I
Yeah.
should have left a note being like, "This tooth, it's a molar, that's $10."
This is an important one.
Yeah.
So we should also charge, I guess, our dentist too to take our, um, what are those?
Wisdom teeth?
Wisdom teeth out. Yeah, they have a lot of wisdom, so those should
Yeah,
be
I still have all mine, that's why I'm so smart.
oh, obviously mine are gone.
Right.
They're
But I remember Caitlin Ward once
oh,
got a Beanie Baby from the Tooth Fairy, and I will say that is you're like,
for a
"Why
tooth?
does the Tooth Fairy not like me?" And it was like a coveted like the ghost Beanie Baby, like a hard to get, and I'm like, "I'm getting a dollar and Caitlin's getting a Beanie Baby?"
Ooh.
That causes some confusion. I bet it created some chatter amongst the youth like, "Hey, mom, why does the Tooth Fairy not like me?"
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like it. Nope, don't compare. Don't compare.
I have heard funny stories of parents accidentally, like, putting down a $20 bill when they meant to
Like a 2? A
yeah,
$2
because 'cause they're like,
bill?
"Oh, the
Those were
2s were
coveted.
fun."
Yeah, those were
Yeah.
cool. Well, they weren't as coveted. They were just like, "Oh, this is a cool bill," and then all of a sudden it was like, "You better hold on to that."
Yeah, my, dad worked in banking his entire life, so every once in a while, he would be like, "Hey, kids, here's a
Fresh
$2 bill,"
$2
and we're
bill.
like, "Yeah."
I have a couple cool bills. A $2 bill. Yeah,
That's about it?
I was like, yeah, but I think I also have, like, a $1 bill that I feel like I kept from, like, really, really old, and I don't think it's worth anything, but I have it, and it's, like, in mint condition.
Oh, but, like, what year?
I don't remember, I think it was, like, one of, like, the first dollars I made myself
Oh, okay. I thought you
type
meant, like,
scenario.
an original circulation of the dollar.
I don't remember.
So it's the first dollar you made when you were doing your candy hacking business in high
I
school?
made money before that.
Yeah. Doing what?
We did, like, yard work around the neighborhood for
Oh, okay.
yeah. So, I mean, it's technically my brother that did it, and then but I was a helper,
Yeah.
so I made money
Did
too
you
that
ever
way.
babysit?
No, don't like kids.
Yeah, can't imagine you doing that.
Mm-mm.
I loved to babysit. Like, I
Really?
would tell, like, parents I knew with kids, I'd be like, "Whenever you" "I'm at an age, I wanna babysit,"
Oh,
'cause I
wow.
loved being around kids, and my mom was like, "Okay, well, take this course," and I learned, like, CPR and all that stuff so parents would
Oh,
feel comfortable
took
with
it
me.
seriously.
Yeah, and actually, babysitting is
Mm.
awesome because usually it's date night. So you come in Saturday and they're like, "Yeah, you're going to watch a movie, we're going to order pizza, and then you're going to put them to bed and wait till we get home and here's 40 bucks."
Yeah, that sounds nice. I'm sure now it's way more expensive.
Yeah, probably. Inflation. I don't remember how much I got paid, but I do know some people I babysat for, depending on who paid me, the husband or the wife, one would pay me more.
Which
Be
one?
like, "Oh, they're paying me more." Which one do you think?
I feel like
'Cause
it's
are you trying to think it in a, like, woman to woman way or in a weird inappropriate way?
I could go with well, I wasn't going that. I can go with both. I can go with the guy being like, "Thank God, like, thank you for letting me get away from this," and
Yeah.
wanting to pay more, but I can also see the woman being like, "I know that this was awful.
I
Thank
think
you."
I babysat any kids who are awful, but
No?
I also probably just thought it was fun, and again, they're sleeping most of the time, so,
Well, if you
but it was the wife.
oh,
Yeah.
in a shocking turn of events.
Alright. Well, that was okay. How did we feel about the random topic poll? It ended up being okay. You were
I
nervous about
I
it.
was nervous, but I think it went well. I
Yeah.
mean, because I could go anywhere with those,
Yeah.
which is great. So please continue to send in topics.
Yeah, so if someone that must have just been one that I guess
We
maybe
started
I
with.
thought of or something, but if you do submit one, I do write your name on it so we can be like, "Oh, this was submitted by
Oh, yep.
so and so."
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we should do that.
Otherwise we know it was just one of us and that's less
And
interesting.
we're gonna try to do topic poll episodes as often as we can
Yeah.
when we don't just get stuck talking about water for
Right.
a whole episode. So there we have it.
Well, yeah, so please send us your topic ideas. Please like, follow, subscribe. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube at Similar But Different Pod. You can always email us, similar but different pod at gmail.com. And as always, we would love, love, love if you left us a review. I think that helps us to get like seen across
Yeah.
platforms, or I don't know. I think I've heard people
It
say
helps my
that.
ego.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to read. Selfishly, some people will message me privately who I know and like
Mhm.
say really kind things. And I do love that. Like it's
Yeah, I
very
do love that
fun.
too.
Like we do this for us, but it's really cool when other people enjoy it. But also if you want to make that public on iTunes and or Spotify,
Don't be embarrassed by
yeah.
us.
They're like, or you know what? You can also refer a friend to us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it's
Highly
always really
recommended.
cool when we find out, like, people we don't know,
Through friends of
um
a friends or something.
yeah, that's always really fun.
Love
Alright.
it.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Bye. We got trivia, yo.
Yeah, what time is it?
It is 7:04. We gotta get out the door. Ow. Ow. Why am I even trying to mess with it before? Look at you drinking that water.
I need to hydrate.
Get it down.